What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to my Cybernight's Flashpoint challenge run. Got a pair of missions to run today. Hopefully the whole thing is under an hour and a half. Wouldn't that be nice? We're going to try to crest power level 5 today so that all our future missions have better loot, more experience, more money, all that kind of fun stuff. So first up, I'm going to run the solo CPU spike. That way, yeah, let me double check this is all going to be what I want, but let's go ahead and do this. We've pinpointed a valuable Milieu data block buried under one of their hideouts. Need to deploy a virus by spiking the CPU. It's decently shielded and isn't connected to any quantum networks. So it passes for quantum isolation. Oh, actually, this might be a QGAP spike. It's procedurally generated. If you want to run the dialogue, feel free to pause as you need to go. The rest house heist is here, and yeah, as it turns out, we might not have the doubleheader because these are both going to be relatively long missions. Now, this one actually requires my hacker. This one does not, so I'll run this one first just to kind of guarantee I get everything that I want here. Extra favors would certainly be nice. That said, second level 5 is going to be almost impossible. I will go ahead and buy the Matrix Nukes because we got to hack this anyway. Actually, 80k kind of matters to me, and it's going to be a single host on this map, so I take it back. As far as extra favors, he only owes us one. I'm going to preserve this favor that I have, so we're simply going to run this team. I think it's the exact same team we just ran as last time. I don't believe we ended up getting meaningful gear upgrades, or no, did we? Didn't we get a better... Yeah, I think this is superior. Right, I was going to move things around and then didn't actually do that. Yeah, so pistol and AR accuracy is... Yeah, it's not going to anybody else, so I guess I'll move some stuff around really quickly. I'm going to give you this thing. And do I... Let me sort by gear real quick. Sorry for not moving things around. Yeah, we've got a spare pistol to use, so I'm going to take this. I'm going to switch my hacker out for it and say, you can go run the big pistol. All right, I have a better... Right, these things aren't as good as what I've got, though, right? This is... Oh, this is superior. I will run this guy. Get slightly better accuracy. I will run my new wonderful silencer, which is going to bring the noise level to functionally non-existent. I will take off the urban assault. I will switch it with my Cyberknight. So you can have that. And the hacker can now run the Street Dragon AR, which allows me to basically get value out of the accuracy buffs on both halves here. Considering that my Cybernight's always going to be running a blade, there's, yeah, no real way around this. It's going to be the way it's set up. Otherwise, though, I would consider switching the SMG out for a pistol, but I think it's not going to happen here. SMG for a club would also be a potential possibility. It is meaningfully more damage, but I mean, if the only upside is getting slightly better biocoat bullets, I think I will go for the club this way. And it means, yeah, my range is going to be a little awkward, but I think it's worth it. We'll make this the play. Might be wrong, it is what it is. Here is our team. We can hire the hacker after we make all our money. This is the squad. There we go. I don't think there's anything else to really point out here, so let's go ahead and run the mission. And if I'm wrong, it's too late now. We're on the ground. Matrix Terminal is buried inside the fortress way over there. Once again, feel free to pause if you want to read all the dialogue, but we've run a couple missions like this already, so I'm skipping through them. We've got some ground to cover. And so here we are. We're spawning on this side. Last time I had this mission on this map, we spawned over here and had to go this way, so a bit of a different look. Still, have this host over here. We've got these 4 boxes and then 5 boxes to grab. Exit probably going to be over there. And as far as you, I don't know if you're scary just yet. I'm going to do a short yield to make sure that we know the answer. Look at it only reaches 1. That's fine, though. One question, do I want to go through the left-hand side or the right-hand side? Because I can maybe bypass you entirely. I'm actually going to start by running over here. Because if we don't have to fight you, that is tally we don't have to generate, which is a good sign. Here's you over here. I'm very tempted to run up and go for a stun right away, since I can't reach you otherwise. I'm not quite in stutter range. I have to take a step forward first. I would run this way. Yeah, not that way, because I'd get seen. So I'm going to run to here. I'm going to stun you so that we have time to close the gap. Because we're not killing you with our current set of tools. You're too far away to see us, which is what I care about. And then the rest of the team can make this exact same sprint and go all the way over here. You're not going to do a whole lot. That's fine. As long as you're hiding behind this sort of cliff face, you're okay. We're running in a straight line. You are bypassing the vision cones. I'm going to probably rely on just my Cyberknight for the damage. I'm going to throw down JTAC somewhere like this. Actually, I'll put it here in case I want to snipe this guy after all. It's unlikely that I will, but if I really want it, it's there. I can run Jackknife forward for very similar spots. Put you there, seems fine. And then Bracket will follow up and do more of the same, and it should be reasonable. Alright, great. And then off you go, making some decent forward progress. Wow, you run really fast thanks to the 10% move speed buff on that, that armor. I am tempted to give it to my Cyber Knight anyway, just to give him move speed. The value there being he's melee, he needs the move speed. He's going to be running a lot more than other people will. I'm not certain, but yeah, there's some real thinking there. Okay, the fact that you're turning around like that is not great for me. I don't love this. It'll be kind of hard to kill you quietly. I'm certainly going to be trying. 3 tally as per usual, nothing too special there. Now, the nice thing is you don't really count as inside of high quality cover. Might need to kill you as well, by the way. So what I'm going to probably do is throw down Strike Zone. And my almost entire team goes first here. So what I'm really tempted to do is just go for the shot here. And if you hear me investigate, that's good. Because we can probably kill you reliably. You're stunned for a while. I'm thinking let's take this fight. We got all the buffs here. I might even crit you and kill you for a shot. We did. Great. Curious about damage mitigation. Yeah, so that was actually an accurate 4 to 9% armor here based on the math I was seeing there. So, worth noting, the armor was not actually 54%. She was debuffed with Strike Zone, and it was 10% lower. So, interesting to note that this is also failing to show armor debuffs, but whatever. Let's go ahead and wait and see if you actually take any actions. You're stunned, as we know. I'm going to have Bracket wait here as well. I guess I have the entire team wait. There's no reason not to. You won't see or hear anything. You will probably not investigate the gunfire. Indeed, you didn't. Oh, you're... Ooh, you might not even be outside of Strike Zone. I'm not... Yeah, he's still debuffed. That's actually great. Now, you would hear gunfire, so that's not going to be great for me. I don't care that you saw me. It's not the end of the world. It's not great, but it's not the end of the world. I'm going to put you here. That should walk out to hit. It's looking like it will. Actually, one thing I want to consider is if I need to brainworm you, that I can. Brainworm does cost 0 action points now, so I'm going to basically strike once and then wait, and then I will dissolve this corpse at some point. Okay, that's not bad, but it's not the best. Not a big deal yet. Bubbles has nobody else in earshot. This shot sucks, though. So, I mean, I could shoot, but it would be pretty terrible. I might get it, but it's probably not correct. Let's do a yield. Let's have Bracket go for some decent damage on this. That seems reasonably playable. First set of shots is pretty good. Second set of shots, still 100% crit chance, or hit chance. The crit looks pretty nice. Yeah, Bubbles is nothing you can really do. I'm just going to run him toward this spot, and we'll deal with more of it later. Not a big deal as far as I'm concerned. We are getting people spotted, which is not great. Well, I guess, yeah, he's still hidden. It's okay. Panther... That kill is guaranteed. That's good news. Can I get something nicer, like full auto from here? That gives me hits on both of them, which is slightly more efficient. Seems like a good idea as far as I'm concerned. So let's turn off snapping. Try to be in a spot where you're very clearly going to get them both. Looks like that's going to be fine. Okay. And then that looks pretty solid. This guy's clearly dying. This guy is going to take a lot of damage. Might not guaranteed die, but we'll see. It went okay. You're down to 150. I'm not quite dead, sadly, but it is what it is. Looks like I do not need to use anything just yet. This guy may or may not need to be dissolved. I'm not sure. I'm just going to walk a bit forward. Let's make sure I'm in dissolve range. Yep, I'm in melee strike range as well. You're still stunned for your next action. Not too worried about it. Yeah, these corpses will at some point get revealed and time out and all that stuff, but for now, we're okay. No special stuff going on. You're hanging around. Bracket is here. I want to have somebody else get this kill who's better at it than using a pistol. Same goes for the sniper rifle. You're stunned. You see nothing. Jackknife gets an easy club here. Nice crit. Dissolve is in range. We take those. Can't clean that one up. That's fine. Let's go ahead and start running towards here. I would like to snap a little bit forward. There we go. Not a big deal, but it's there. I was tempted to Tox Cloud, but I think the spacing's going to be just a little bit tight. Let's see. Let me see if I can get... Yeah, let me go to here. There we go. It's going to give me security scramble in range, no problem. Great. Walk up, turn the camera off, go into the base. And then up we go to there. Alright, there is a grunt captain all the way up there who's going to be a little bit annoying to deal with. Heading to checkpoint. Okay. Bracket can start running forward. I think you're fine hanging out there. That seems totally reasonable. Turn snapping on. You're not going to find anything for a while. We're going to be okay. I think Atomic Stutter is up next turn. I think it's a 3-turn cooldown. Double check. Yep, Stutter is up next turn, so I can be pretty reckless, then it'll be fine, essentially. Put my sniper somewhere like this, which gives me line of sight on a lot of spots. That seems pretty worthwhile. I will put a new JTAC down at some point, but it's not a rush. Because I don't know exactly where I'm going to fight from, so let's spend a little bit. And you're still hanging around. Yeah, so I can delay bubbles down to 8. That seems totally fine. He's looking gonna go before everybody else. You're gonna find corpses. Probably. Yep. Alright, you're angry. Will you find my guy? Which way are you gonna hunt? Yes. I'm barely not seen, but that's a little bit patience testing. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go here and go for a bat stun. That'll be fine. I have all of next turn to kill you, and that should be really chill. And if it doesn't work, I can always brainworm you afterwards. So, don't care that I get seen. And if I go like this, I don't stay in range. I can't make up half a meter there. No way. So I'm just going to stand here behind these tires. 1.3 meters is very easily doable. You see me. You're angry. I know. I'm going to club you. Great. You will be minus evasion for the next turn, and I will get some more damage out of that one. I gotta get rid of this landmine and this camera. So we'll drop 1. We'll drop 2. I will delay and see where all the guards go on both of you. You're hanging around. You are moving, but not very far just yet. You just turn back and forth. You're running around, but it's not too big of a deal yet. And you actually are walking around. You're going to cut off some of my retreats, actually. That's going to matter at some point. Alright, so I do have stutter. Double checking one more time. I have stutter, so right now, 2 people hear gunfire. That is you. Right, and I'm loud at exactly 30 meters. So if I can make, like, a small step away from that guy, I can maybe save it, but I mean, that shot would be nice. I cannot realistically get to a spot where it's that much better. I mean, I guess I could stand in here and it's not the end of the world. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Nobody else hears it, and we can probably run you down. And I think you're not going to find the corpse because this floor is in the way, so that corpse is not a threat. I think this is decent enough. It's not amazing, but it's decent enough. Let's go here. Let's nest. And I'm only getting 1 shot, but that's okay. This might kill you instantly. It did. Alright, good enough for me. Let's go ahead and have Bracket start making forward progress. Obviously don't want to get seen by these people. Looks like I am hiding from all the vision cones successfully. I don't think I need to be there instead. I think it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I mean, just like the floor blocks your line of sight for it, you know, way too much for it to matter. You might be a real threat, and you rolled a 19, which means you're actually a real threat. If you turn over, that would also be a problem, so can I get somewhere? Yeah, and if I'm too close there, this guy actually does see me. So that's, I might have to actually hug right here, and it's not amazing, but it is what it is. That way I'm behind this wall, I'm safe from everybody, and that would allow Panther to run up and go for a stutter, which should be doable. In fact, just to be safe, I'm going to have Panther do that now. I'm going to have my CK run all the way up here. That is easily in stutter range. In fact, if I go here, I might be able to preserve... Nope, I have to go up. Okay. I'm going to go to here. I have 1 AP left. I have stutter up. And that's the nice thing about getting upgraded atomic stutter with range and cooldown and whatnot, is you get a ton of space to basically make a lot of forward progress and just not care what you run into by giving yourself a ton of options, basically. You're going to go up this way. I am tempted to grab this loot box and then keep it going from there. Let's see, can I? That might snap. It's going to be close. But I would like to grab this box while I'm kind of walking this direction anyway. I hope I get this. Good. We get a decent weapon grip. We get 10k. We get some blueprints we can maybe sell. That seems fine. And we don't even really lose any progress here. We're up to right here, so that seems fine. Of note is the assault rifle's a bit loud. If I go back to here, yeah, you would hear the gunfire, so it's going to be very hard to shoot this captain stealthily. It is what it is. For now, we're just playing for making forward progress. Escalation already kind of sucks. At least they're not going to find this corpse, but it's going to be a bit hard for my Scourge to be somewhere where I'm not getting spotted. At least you're standing around. Here's Bracket. Again, her gun is loud. I've got several turns to work with this, so I'm not in an immediate rush, but yeah, I mean, they are close spotting my dude, and oh man, this is going to be really awkward. Just actually incredibly awkward for this. I don't know where the patrol is going, but I certainly don't like it right now. Okay, you're walking away, which gives me some more space. You're not going into the base, which is good for me. Sniper rifle gets heard by 3 people. Yep, these 3. That kind of sucks, not going to lie. For now, I think the play is wait. Jackknife for sure needs to get out of the way. We can find ways to do that. You're stunned. You're going toward my team. Okay. You're stunned, but the stun wears off this turn, so gotta be careful. Strike 1, you're not quite dead. Strike 2, you are. And now, what do I do to make sure I'm gonna be okay? I don't love being way in the open like this. Yeah, this is not good for me. But, like, I couldn't leave this person alive. I could double Brainworm. I'm actually pretty sure Brainworming the... I want to Brainworm the strongest guns. So I feel like the Urban Assault and the Shotgun and leave the SMG. I think this is how you save yourself for now. It's not... It is certainly not the prettiest. But I don't know what else I'm going to be able to do here. I'm not sure I'm willing to wait. Actually, wait. If you're cover... I might just stay right here behind this, and I think almost any patrol route you take is safe, and I can still Toxic out at the end, and hopefully get bailed out by teammates. This is a little risky, but I think this is actually safer than where I was. And I still have 1 AP to do other stuff down the line. This is still very weird. My CK... Ooh. That hits him. I hope it hits him. It did not. Crap. I could have taken 1 step to be safer there. I didn't do it. Anyway, I need this loot box anyway, so I think my CK running up here is just fine. 2.09 meters. Wow, I actually don't catch that. I think he won't lurch out from there, so I've got to go all the way up to here. If I'm here, I'm with 1.7. I'm pretty sure I'm also within snap range. 2.06. 1.9. Okay. About as good as it's going to get. 2 swipes. You're still stunned for 2 more actions after this one, so definitely got some time to work with. But for now, go make your forward progress. Wow, that strike's looking real good. Your armor's 58%, and I'm hitting for this much. Jeez. I'm curious what the preview showed. Let's see. Yeah, kinetic is lower than ballistic. Or, yeah, the soak. Yep, I mean, that's the right numbers. I guess you're going to die. Down you go. Good hits. Can't quite snap. That's okay. Tempted to look at these guys just to get more info about where they're going to be going long term. Okay, I know that for now. I think Bracket waits. I think Bubbles waits, and we see what happens. The Blooder has them in her sights. That is not the most damage. The Shred is good, though. A lot of gunfire getting heard. Of course, now he's investigating the source of the gunfire and doesn't know what to do. You're gonna... You burn up a lot of action points. You're not even gonna shoot here, are you? Oh, you're gonna shoot, like, once. Well, that guy's close to dead. It's kind of good news. I'm thinking, let's Tox Cloud. If I Tox Cloud, you're definitely dead. You're not gonna be, but it is what it is. If I Venom... No, Venom Trap won't kill. He has more than 50 health, so... I'm just gonna Tox Cloud into the wall. It's not gonna kill them all, but it'll get some progress. These guys are obviously going to hear the gunfire. They're likely to investigate. This guy might actually get into combat. But we can make some progress here. Let's see. I don't know who Bubbles can shoot right now. I think this guy is probably likely. I can't do too much on her. We got another weapon mod here. We've got... Yeah, this Grunt Captain not worth shooting at. If I run all the way up, I clearly get heard. You would see me. That's not good news either. You rolled a 22, so you're just, like, ready to fight. I'm gonna go hug, like, one of these walls and keep hiding. And that should keep you from getting spotted really at all, because why would they turn around toward me? They'd hear his footsteps, so I'm gonna try to run down to here. And I think just hiding behind this wall and then waiting for a turn is reasonable. At some point, when I have the space, I'll go for the hack. A lot of guards we know info about at this point. Again, I could shoot you, and we could probably get the damage, but this seems not worth it. And have you end your turn. Bubbles does not have range on anybody, which kind of sucks. Let's see, you're 27 meters away. My min range is also 27. If I run to here, it's not even that bad. I'm still in J-tac, and you're 24 meters out. 24 is not great. It's a -9 accuracy. Not horrible, but it's not great. And your initiative roll is kind of crap. So I'm tempted to bring the sniper up to the high ground and cover this entire territory here. Most people should not be able to see me, and I can kind of cover this area. At least my Scourge a bit more exposed, but and these guys are only brain room for one more turn as well. He actually really needs coverage. How do I give him the coverage he needs then? You rolling the 19 really sucks. It might just be Revolver and YOLO. I think it's just we go loud. It sucks to suck. They're going to hear a bunch of gunfire. But he needs to support the team. So, yeah, I think it's got to be this way. You're definitely dead in 2 shots. There's no way you're not. Maybe even in 1. Well, obviously not because we, didn't crit. Down you go. We're getting plenty of tally. They're very angry for good reason. Could shoot the captain, but I don't see a reason to do that. I'll reload my sniper rifle to get more shots in it, and we'll try to group up around here and be okay. Tox Cloud hits 2. One of them's going to die. Yeah. So reports of gunfire means people are going to be sent over to investigate the gunfire. That's known. It's fine. Bubbles hanging out is okay. Yep, you're going to be sent towards the gunfire. You are not. Or you chose to investigate on your own. That's acceptable. It's fine. We'll figure things out. We will do whatever we need to do. These guys should hopefully shoot each other, which will help. Yeah, for now, you're safe, so go ahead and let them go have their turn. You're doing nothing. Bracket can stay where she is. She should not be spotted. You walk in a Tox Cloud. First shot. You actually have 2 shots, I think. This guy might die. Yeah, you have 2 shots. Okay. You are guarding. Yeah, you're useless. You're useless. I don't think I get seen because I'm way too far back here to get spotted easily, so I'm just going to wait. You're on the investigation. Okay. Bubbles can keep waiting. Going down to 3 kind of sucks because I can't get Strike Zone down fast for my team. But I still want to know how everyone else goes, and it is what it is. This guy is going to be up next turn. He rolled a 16, which is not lovely. Let's see. If I know where you're going, if you actually walk, you're going to stop right there. I think that's good enough for me. If you run, you get a bit farther up, but we likely still catch you, so let's put Strike Zone there. That should catch reasonably well. I'm really considering putting J-tac down somewhere like this, so that people can fight from vaguely in this area. I think this is a reasonable choice, so we can get some damage across, and then I'm going to delay and go see where everybody goes. Yes, you need to kill this guy somehow. You rolled a 16. You could roll really poorly, so I'm pretty tempted to run up and go for Nervotox Shell, which will guaranteed hit. I'm going to be loud. We're going to have other people hear the gunfire, but no way around that, really. Yeah, I think it's the best play. Let's run up. Let's not be in Tox Cloud. Nervotox Shell. Coin flip to hit. I don't have to hit. Oh, nice. We get the shred. Okay, we get a nice and easy Venom Trap. There we go. Let's arc it enough that it's safe. Well, this guy is taking some pretty real damage every turn now. He's not going to die on his own, but it's 300 just from poison, so 2 more hits and he's dead. Or, not much more required till he's dead. Sec AI in your ear. You found a corpse. You're going to probably keep following Sec AI, though. Yep. Oh, darn. You ran that way? Oh, you actually did choose to follow... Darn. Okay. That kind of sucks for me. is what it is. Let's see. You rolled a 20. That's potentially a very bad sign. We get really good damage here. But am I safe? Well, Panther can bump initiative. He can rewind if needed. I think, realistically, we should just go for Big Dam. I think that is reasonable to go for here. Good crit. Pretty solid damage. I'm going to have you yield. Let's see if the CK can get a shred. I'm leaving the box for now, because I need this to work. Although, honestly, no. Spending 1 AP to get this box is fine. I'm pretty sure it's going to work out. So we get a V-chip. We get quite a good amount of stuff. We get blueprints that we mostly can't use. You are angry for a good reason. And you know what? I was greedy, and it means I'm out of range. That's my fault. I made a mistake. So the plan then is going to shoot B. Let's see. And your initiative roll's good. Yeah, that's bad. All right. So here's the plan. Are you under... Yeah, you're already debuffed for -2. Okay. They're already -2, and they already rolled really high. Oh, wait, I am in range. Okay, cool. I think just shooting you guys outright then is fine. You rolled an 18. Sure, I understand that, but I need these guys to get weak enough that we can kill them. And I'm going to choose to believe in the power of my initiative rolls being good enough. I definitely could be wrong. That's some pretty good damage, though. Alright, so Bracket doesn't have anything special here. My CK rolled a 16. Yikes. I cannot yield to bubbles. I'm feeling an HE grenade, suddenly, you know? That's not going to do enough damage. Okay, I might have really griefed myself. This guy is at initiative 20. He's definitely the scariest of the enemies here. We shoot twice. I think the chance of getting a kill is relatively high. With a crit, it's now guaranteed that second shot kills. Okay, that's at least one guy down. I have a better than even chance of getting good initiative. I didn't get it. That sucks. This guy needs to die. He's, like, actively in combat. There's a landmine that's going to make my life difficult. Don't love that for me. You're going to run toward me? Sure, but... It is what it is? Okay. So, I could run through the landmine. That would suck. I'm not going to do that. Probably got a little bit too impatient. You definitely could... Yeah, you would get here. You'd have at least one attack. I would love if my sniper would have really good initiative roll, and then he could, like, Overwatch cone and block more of this, but that's literally impossible with the fact that you're going to have one initiative for next turn. Really sucks my entire team rolled poorly on initiative. That's really unfortunate. You know what I should have also done was look ahead. No, you're actually already look ahead. They're all -2 and it didn't matter. Okay. Well, actually, can I... So what I want to do, because this landmine is not the business, I want a spot where, like this. So if I'm, let's see, I can probably find it, right? What I want to see is both these guys in line of sight. So right here. If I'm right here, you're both in line of sight. What that allows me to do, theoretically, although this is going to be a really tight hit, is I can shoot you and possibly kill you with the sniper rifle, and then throw you into Overwatch. If this doesn't kill in the first shot, I'll have to Overwatch you. But that's fine. It's not the end of the world. But I would like to crit that, obviously. Okay. So I would probably need to crit to kill or a really high roll on damage. Didn't get it. Sucks to suck. That means I have to go Overwatch you. And yeah, sucks to have lost that bit of chance there. Alright, this is probably going to be a bit ugly. We're going to take some damage. The entire enemy team is heading toward me as well. Reports of gunfire. Obviously someone's actually, you know, angsty. I think we're going to get escalation. We'll see what it is. Please don't be combat drugs. Okay, that's better than nothing. A lot of people being sent to intercept. Makes total sense. You're on the way. You're investigating. You're angry, but you don't get into combat yet. Good. We can clear you out later. Muck, of course, is very real, but he's debuffed. Down you go. That was a glancing hit, I think. That was so little damage. No, just got really heavily absorbed. Fine. Alright, well, CK gets his kill pretty much every time, although I will still delay and make sure there's nothing that needs to be done with the rest of the team. You gotta finish this kill yourself. This guy is stunned for 2 more actions, but still. You're on the way up. But if nobody's alert, no one's in combat, it's fine. You found a corpse and are angry. You're on the way up, and you're really gonna threaten me here. You rolled a 16. That's not gonna be too much for me, in most cases. If I'm here, I'm not in vision. That's great. I'm gonna go... Yeah, I'm gonna go here. That's going to be a guaranteed hit. You're at 16. I'm in JTAC. You are in strike zone. If I crit, you're dead. Coin flip. Got it. I'm going to wait. Actually, I have nothing to wait for. What's my min roll? My min roll is 11. So you could win on initiative. Do I want to use a stun on you, or can I simply interference spike you? I think I want to use interference spike on you. I can kill you no problem down the line. Although, actually, hold on. I need to see if Bracket gets spotted by going for the hack. So you're going to go kill this guy. Gunshot's going to be heard by this captain. It is what it is. I think that's fine. Low cover is definitely making this a little bit harder, but I've got a few shots to get the coin flip. Okay. I landed the first one, so I can't complain too much. Missing all 3 kind of sucks, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I've still got another turn, and, you know, it'll be alright. We'll get there. Okay, so Bracket wants to start hacking. I get for sure seen if I do it. So I'm going to yield back and say, here, just burn the stun so we don't get spotted. Good enough. Okay, that's Panther done for now. New look ahead seems maybe worth it to lower some initiatives. Let's put it there. This seems acceptable. Bracket cannot do anything to not take tally, so we just take our +1. And you can start this. It's time for the primary objective, 30 minutes in. Here's our host, pretty small. I'm going to load one of everything, should be fine. 2 actives and a passive, so let's go tally, then connection stuff. This is going to be annoying, I'm just going to null-op it. I lose disarm, it's not the end of the world. Take our download, take mini deception because of what this looks like. Prioritize tally again. More double actives, we go back here. What do we got? Well, continually more of the same, so not the end of the world. We lost something that was kind of low importance. Don't know where the CPU is. It's either up or down, but based on what we've got loaded, this is the more likely safe one for me. Connection use is not the end of the world. We'll block tally, then AP, because we're basically out of tools anyway. Okay, we know the CPU is because we scanned and then we didn't find anything. We'll have to load programs to knock this down next turn, but that's fine. Got a pretty reasonable first turn here overall. Got a lot of programs unloaded, which kind of hurts, but it's fine. Let's see, what did you roll? 15. That's not super high, but it's not super low. 2 revolver shots looks pretty good here. And I can always go into Overwatch afterwards. This should be reasonable. Oh, never mind. That chance to hit sucks. I'm outside of range, and I have a ton of recoil. Okay. Just kidding. I'm going to chill. I might need to take another step slightly to the side, just to make sure I'm okay here. Okay, there you go. You're a little bit safer. But you standing here is fine. Can't reload the sniper. It's not a big deal, though. Yeah, that shot would suck, so let's not bother. Next turn. Every guard who could go is going, so they're all fully angry. There's the escalation. It's reinforcements. They are very far away. They're going to run towards me, though, of course. And let's continue the hack. So, I need to load disruption there. Just going to walk over and null-op this. Looks like we destroyed all the ice, so that is scan, spike. Mission complete. Spike is in. CPU corruption has started. Host will come apart in minutes. We can still steal some files, though, which we will do. Let's go to the top side first. I got what I need from all this, so still tally, then connection. Connection's getting kind of bad. I got to be a little bit careful here. We scan, and that's dead. I don't really care about these cameras. I'm not going to bother. I'm going to come down. I'm going to reload scan. I'm going to go here. Connection's getting kind of bad, so I'm going to start prioritizing that. We know where everything is. I need active for one of these. I'll load the baby one. Come down here. Load a program, download. Okay. Well, I know how this is going. And then this should be pretty chill. Use a program, download a file. Gotta get rid of all of them. Oh, I need this still. Okay. There's my downloads. There's me being done. And disconnect. Okay. So there is one in combat state, but they are stunned. So Bracket should be able to chill for a bit and wait and see how everything goes. You're only stunned for the remainder of this turn, so I've got to make sure I get this kill. Unfortunately, I can't get too close because of the Tox Cloud, so I need to not get completely unlucky the entire time. You're on the way up. You can hang out where you are still. You're on the way up. You are sprinting. Yeah, of course, they're all sprinting, which makes total sense. You are... Oh, shoot, you are going to... Oh, no. You're going towards this? You're going to turn right, aren't you? Yep, okay, you found me. I do not have another Brain Worm until next turn. You rolled a 16. That is beatable, but not guaranteed to be beaten. I could throw Tox Cloud at you, which actually buys me some initiative. That's probably worthwhile, to be honest. Okay, now you're at 14. That's kind of good news. Need to reload. And getting close doesn't really help. I can't break out of the cover. So I just shoot and hope it's good enough yet again. Actually, can I get within 6 meters? Yes, okay. I get a guarantee. I could have done this sooner. I get a guaranteed glancing hit, which should help. In fact, I'm going to use Biocoat. Because if I get a guaranteed glancing hit, I still get the Biocoat poison. Alright, you're going to die anyway. But this added 50 damage on top. Certainly could have done it sooner, but at least we did it now. And by the way, I got the glancing hit. So I would have missed otherwise. Could have done that sooner. Again, could have and should have done that sooner. But it is what it is. You are done. You are going to report me. Can't do much about that. At least you're dead, though. And you rolled a 14. Jackknife rolled above that. I can brainworm you. If you guys run up, though... Yeah, you rolled a 17. If you run toward me, you're going to turn angry. That'll be bad. Let's delay and make sure we know what the rest of these guards all do. Okay, they're not angry yet. You got to actually play the game out. That guy's pretty far away, so I think it's going to be sniper shots here. That looks decent. The Whistler kill looks also pretty good. Which one's better? I'm thinking the Street Warrior. It's better hit chance, but I think this is also just totally fine. Also, what'd you roll? No, you rolled really low. Okay, I'm going to shoot the Whistler then, because even if I fail to get the kill, you can't shoot me back. First shot's okay. Second shot kills. This guy heard gunfire. He's angry about it. It is what it is. Okay, we need these kills for sure. I want 5 AP to reload and shoot full auto. That's not looking too likely, unfortunately. Yeah, okay, so pretty much all the good initial rolls are far away, and you're not... I'm not immediately in danger by you, and you're at 14. So... yeah, I really can't get a great spot here where I have everything looking good. Have to kill this guy at some point, but I'm not in a huge rush. I might just run up. Actually, I can run up and shoot full auto, and the next turn I can reload and shoot again. That's actually fine. So I think it's... yeah, let's go up this way. I'm in JTAC. You guys aren't in any kind of good debuff. That's fine. Nobody's going to hear the gunfire. That's cool. 200 damage. Nice crit there. Great. Brack has very little she can do. Not the end of the world, but, you know, it's not lovely. Let's see. You rolled a 14. Panther rolled a 12? You're kidding me. Surely I don't fail... I mean, what's my min roll here? Okay, well, I can't spend exactly 1 AP. I'm basically just risking that I don't roll the 1 in 36 to not roll above. I might not be willing to take that risk. I think I might legit just, like... run to here. I get spotted if I do it. I don't really care, though. But that's going to put me in a min roll of 14. Which means I'm guaranteed to go first against the Blooder, and I could probably get the kill. I'm pretty sure it's worth it. So I'm going to be there. I mean, okay, here's the thing, though. I'm thinking it out, right? So she has to solo kill the Blooder next turn. Right? That's, like, kind of required. Grenades maybe help. If she gets 3 shots, that's all she gets next turn. The odds of that kill are relatively high, but JTAC is down unless I can recast it. And Bubbles, he does have JTAC back, actually. So he can pretty easily get the buff down. So what are the odds that she definitely gets this kill next turn with 3 shots? Is it better than 35 out of 36? They're guaranteed hits. I'm going to deal, on average, what? 160 per hit? Times 3? Cut by 40%? Actually, I have to reload as well, so... No, I think it's actually correct to shoot. Don't get unlucky and roll double ones. I think it's fine. Intruder reported. Please tell me you didn't roll your literal worst possible. Yep, you're fine. Alright, you're on the way up. I don't care. Bubbles is here. I should not aggro this guy. I should rebuff my team, though. You guys can go fight. Have fun. I'm going to leave you here and wait for what all the guards do on their turn. I'm not required to help. I think she gets this kill every time, bracket. So I think you can wait. This guy is going late enough that Jackknife just barely wins this, and we can double check that Jackknife has Brainworm. He does. We're fine. This guy, yeah, he's rolling a 10. It's fine. All right, it's your turn. I have plenty of accuracy here, so we shoot once. Okay. I take the reload, and this would have been all I had, right? And I think, yeah, the odds of not fully killing, right? I'm rolling, you know, between 100 and 75% of the damage, which means my odds of failing were about 4% or higher. So it was correct, I think, although I could have crit. Yeah, turns out she did die with the right number of attacks, but I didn't have that as a guarantee. You're still stunned, but I'll spend the 1 AP shooting. Nice crit. Good job. You're dying soon. They're going to sprint over. They're getting closer, but they're not there yet. And you are right there. Okay. Jackknife, you need to brainworm him. He's going to be angry with you otherwise. And then you can delay and see what everyone does. You probably shoot somebody. You got AP left, I think, just barely. Yep. You suck at your job. It was on purpose, I know it. Alright, Tactical Surge is up for virtually everyone. Seems worth it. I can kill these guys probably pretty easily. You rolled a 19, so I really want to kill you, actually. You're still down for another extra turn, so I've got a bit of space to work with. Okay, that's within 2 meters. It's behind some cover, although this guy could see me. I might have to move. I should wait and see what Iota does first. Let's have Bubbles wait. Where are you going? You're going up there, and then into the Tox Cloud. Cute. He finds a corpse. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking I want to kill this guy. Let's get in range right here. Let's snap so we don't use the AP. There we go. That kill's pretty much guaranteed. Stop right there. Intruder. Yeah, I don't care. Swipe. And swipe. Down you go. I'm thinking... I don't want to be in a spot where you walk out and see me. So I'm going to get behind this wall here. That should be fine. I need to at some point get my sniper out, but he's going to run this way, I think, and then come through the middle. Or even just run straight down this way. I'm not sure yet, but him going into the room doesn't seem worth it. I think Panther can stop where he is, though. This seems... Do I want to rewind somebody? I'm not in range, so no. Do I want to do initiative manipulation? I don't think so either. I think you're fine. Jackknife can finally start moving. Can't go through those mines. Can't go through that one either. Ah, damn. That's Tox Cloud. Okay, we need to actually get this team back. Yeah, how do I get where I want to go? I have to kind of stop here, and someone's got to get them to safety. Which probably Panther running out here and then getting rid of the mine, and then they all run. Actually, what's funny is everything's blocked off, so I think we need the hacker to grab this mine as well. Or we just grab this thing. Let's see. How do I get out? Ideally, I don't have to go all the way around like this, so I would like to go this way. Which means we disable this mine and that mine, and the entire team comes out this way. That seems acceptable. That seems good to me. So I'm going to put you somewhere like here. That's reasonably well covered. I'm not in Tox Cloud, which would have been bad. I'm happy just kind of chilling right here. This guy rolled badly on initiative. I'm not too worried about it. Bubbles doesn't have range on anybody else, which kind of sucks. I could run out here and shoot at a couple people. That guy's a little scary, but he's far away. Everyone else is going to have a hard time reaching me. But I want to be proactive and actually get kills here. So killing that guy seems kind of worthwhile. Lots will hear gunfire. No way around that. But I think we can get more than 3 kills a turn on average. So let's just kind of walk up and start cleaning out the map. Camera sees me. I don't really care. Hit chance is okay. I'm out of buffs, so it's not going to be the bestest, but never mind. It's going to be the best. I don't super care about you being brainwormed. I kind of care about you being brainwormed. But I think taking the reloads is good. My odds of killing you are very, very low. Odds of hitting aren't great either. But I think this shot is worth it. Okay, sucked anyway, but he has to die eventually, so it was, hey, let's, you know, use the gun and get some damage in. Okay, more reinforcements. That's fine. We can get past them, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so Bracket's got to finish the kill. Pistol shot here seems pretty good for that. I think no matter what, I was going to do that. She can run over to that box. Maybe not right away, but she's going to grab that loot when possible. Yeah, should do that on a later point in time. I'm going to have her security scramble this landmine right now. Let me double check something real quick, which is, yeah, he has security scramble. So let me packet loss this, because we're gonna get this team out through there, and let my Scourge out through there. That should be fine. All right, Bracket's gonna wait. Let's see where all the guards go. I think you are relatively safe where you are. I think the chances of me getting shot are very low. You're too far away. You're too far away. I do have Strike Zone back up. Would like to wait for what I know to be a good time for it, though. So I will wait. Let's see. There's nobody who's currently endangering me. So, yeah, I'm going to wait. Let them all have their turn. You're running up into Tox Cloud. You don't see anything, though. You're going to run up into Tox Cloud, and you might see me, but you can't kill me. Yeah, you entered your turn already, so we're fine. At some point, I have to run up and scramble. Jackknife delays after, so Panther's going to have no problem getting across and then into that. Need to wait to see what you do. You're on the way up there. She didn't duck in time? Wait. Maybe that was legit. I'm not sure. They look kind of weird, though. Whatever. It's fine for now. Need to make forward progress. Can't stand around forever. Trying to snap. There we go. We get in, we get a V-chip file, we get a scope, we get a little bit of damage. I still need to make some forward progress, or at least as much as I can. For now, it's going to be running to there. I can pretty easily close the gap next turn. There are a lot of good initiative rolls, which is not great for me. You rolled a 20, which is really not what I wanted to see. But for now, you being up here is acceptable. This shot is going to be fine. Nice crit for 150. Unless they turn the devices back on, which I can handle with rewind, we're going to be okay. So you're brainwormed, you're done, you're done. Reinforcement, 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 and then this guy is brainworm, so it is... Ooh, and this actually blocks the movement that my Scourge would need. That sucks, actually. Until that thing is gone, we really can't get the progress we want. Can't get everyone else in the Tox Cloud, or whatever, so let's just kind of put it somewhere like this. That'll have to do. You are done being brainwormed after this turn. We should still let you shoot, though. So let me wait, and then I will kill whoever has the best initiative roll. Oh, shoot, I didn't move. Oh, he's going to get... Maybe not caught, but he's going to be in a weird spot. Nice shred, nice damage. Yeah, so Jackknife is just, like, in the middle of nowhere. Depends on, I guess, where they're sent. Yep, okay. So he's going to be angry. Thankfully, this guy's also melee, so it's not too bad, but they're alert. That's not good. I have Atomic Stutter, but Jackknife is, yeah, not in a great spot here, and I can't actually get him out easily. I'd have to go... If I go here, I can, like, turn this off, but no, we're in a really funky spot right now. Okay, so you are going to be acting next turn. You are acting as well. Bracket rolled an 18. I can bump Bracket here. I can also bump myself and then do other things. You're not angry yet. You are at 18. You are at 22. You are at 20. Well, I can delay you, and I think Bracket can solo kill this. I think no matter what, I actually delay you. Bracket cleans that up. It'll be fine. I'm going to run to here. I need to swipe you. I need to swipe you and also get tools for next turn. So that play is going to be... Yeah, let's run here. I'm not in J-Tack anymore, but I need the strike. Please don't roll low. Good. I didn't miss. All right. So I think bracket is going to be fine at getting Natu. You are rolling... You've rolled quite well. And you rolled decently, but I can chase you down. So what I think I'm going to do... Actually, I can't do any, like, good delays. I can yield the jackknife and that's it. And I'm not in range yet to do any scrambles. Also, these guys all rolled... Let's see, you rolled 19, you rolled 21, you rolled 17. So these guys aren't going to be easily in range yet, but... Let's see. So the stun I want to go for... I mean, I want to get over to here and turn this mine off, but for now I can't. Let's see. What does Jackknife have available, by the way? He has a Nervotox shell and not much else. Okay. I guess he just has to run back here and stay out of reach for a little bit. This guy's going to get in combat at some point. How do I deal with everything I need to deal with? You're going to walk forward and turn aggro for sure. And then you can at least, I think, be dealt with, probably. One possibility is to self-buff. I would min roll a 19, so I'm not guaranteed to go first. But if I stun you, it's, like, really likely. Now, let's see. So if I self-pre-computed, I min roll a 19. Bubbles also has agency here, by the way. Bubbles can shoot his revolver a couple of times and probably get what he wants. I think this guy is probably guaranteed dead, which means I can just go for stutter on this shotgunner and it still works. That's probably correct. That'll probably just work. Jackknife is definitely a weird spot here. I can go for a Nervotox shell and it's okay. You're going to turn and see me though when you hear gunfire, and that's not going to be what I want. I'm pretty tempted to try to hide back here and hope you guys don't cross paths such that you turn alert. And I think I'll actually be out of range of you guys, just barely. And I can go for a shotgun blast next turn and it works. I believe that'll be true. But it means I'm getting rid of this prox mine to get out, which means I really need to sprint across this map here. That also means that Bracket's a little caught, and I'll have to like rewind her to get her her tools back up. Yeah, I'm going to put you here. And we'll try to evac you next turn, and we'll figure it out. But you're going to hang out right there. He rolled really poorly on initiative. All right. You're already stunned, so we're going to shoot at you. I am kind of feeling Nest here, weirdly. It's not that much extra damage, to be honest. I'm mostly pure damage here anyway. I mean, you're almost certainly dead in 3 shots. This should be fine. I mean, it's not guaranteed to be fine, but, like, I'm going to do it anyway just because I really want to make sure you can, like, I'm more likely to kill you in 2. So I don't need 3 if I get unlucky for some reason. You're definitely dead. And then I will shoot you. Wow, nice. I think he wouldn't die without the stutter lowering his armor. I'm not sure, of course, but that's you going down. And these guys rolled really well, but I believe they will not reach unless the escalation is combat drugs. If it's combat drugs, they get move speed. Let's hope. Reports of intruders. Gunfire. Interference. Please don't be combat drugs. Please, I'm begging you. Please don't be combat drugs. Okay. You turn the mine back on, which is bad, because Panther's stuck right here. They should not reach, though. Yeah, they get close, but they don't reach. So that's stunnable. Bracket does not have any tools up right now. You need to get this kill. Ooh, you really need to get that kill. You hopefully don't get angry in time. And you rolled low enough, my entire team is okay here. So, Panther's actually stuck here. And I have no good way of getting everything turned around the right way. So what I'm going to do is just shoot the pistol 3 times. That might not be the most efficient action points, but it would cost me 3 AP to reload the AR in the first place, so it's as good as it was going to get, I think. You're stuck there. Is what it is. You're on the way up. You did not run to those guys, which is good news. I'm going to rewind Bracket so I can turn off devices. I'm not allowed to run without taking damage. I'm going to go for an initiative bump on this squad. Again, I'm not allowed to run anywhere, so we'll do that. I'm going to actually pre-compute... Should it be Jackknife or somebody else? I'm going to reload no matter what. I'm also going to do this. Who is the correct buff to go for, by the way? So if I buff Bracket, she's going to go first next turn. She can disable that, and then walk up and then disable that, and that gives Jackknife room to move. Jackknife is basically always going to get a stun this turn. I'll delay to make sure, but I'm pretty sure I know what's going to be going on here. I'm going to have you yield to Jackknife. This boy gets to go for his Nervotox Shell stun. They are definitely both stunned here. That's good news. Stunning them seems very clearly correct. Alright, that gives me some breathing room. I'm thinking we Tox Cloud vaguely this direction. That should catch them. It does. We go for a shot because we might as well. The Shred is kind of nice. And considering I have 3 turns of Tox Cloud on you, the 3rd turn of Venom Trap will actually outright kill you. So you are simply dead to poison with no recompense. You are always dead here. You're taking 125 a turn. Oh wait, no, it hit this guy, didn't it? Damn it. Okay, I aimed too far forward. You're going to take 225. I need to do like 20 damage to you. One hit at all will kill you. That's fine though. Alright, so Bubbles gets to be that guy then. Turn off snapping. I don't care if the camera sees me. One shot here always kills. Weakening that guy seems acceptable as well. But I feel like... Let's stand there. Well, nice job. And then... I don't really want to... Well, you have an initiative of 11. I don't really care. But I think the play... No. When your stun wears off, I'm going to be sad. So you take 125 a turn times 3. It's only 375. I do need to kill you still. I'm going to leave you here. Panther has... Let's see. So you have the initiatives. You're stunned. Bracket still goes first anyway. So I'm just going to save everything. Wait, how is Security Scramble back? Am I just Astro Griefing and didn't realize what was available? I'm still going to save it anyway because they could still turn devices back on as the escalation. I don't want that. So I'm going to sit here without my stuff on cooldown. Everyone's rolls are fine such that we can do the movements that we need. Actually, no. Seiko goes before Jackknife. I take it back. I need to buff him. You got to go earlier. It's still going to be... it's still awkward. It's actually still awkward. Crap. It doesn't line it up in a good spot. Seiko could pretty clearly be angsty with me. That's too bad. Yeah, if I security scramble, I still don't get out, so I'm not going to bother. I'm going to end. Alright. Let's go find our escalation. A little bit of damage, a little bit of reinforcements. That's fine. Alright, Panther will turn off this landmine. Jackknife doesn't get to play the game yet. Depending how far forward they run, it's going to be really sad for me. No reason to shoot the shotgun yet. Let's go wait and see what happens. Similar for you. You're stunned. Bracket can finally do what we needed to do, which is let this guy out. So run to here. I'm not quite in packet loss range. Okay. If I run to here... Let's make sure. Let's move it over a little bit more. If I'm there... I guess we'll see. Yep. Okay. We can now get to safety, probably. These guys are running that way. Sure. You're on the way up. Which way are you going to turn? Which way are you going to go? Okay. You're angry. That's fine. These guys are going the wrong way. You need to actually play the game now. Let's put you somewhere like over here. That seems fine. We'll kill them on a future turn. I'm not going to start the fight yet. But I think you standing around here is totally playable. Finally away from the landmine. Good job. Let's end your turn. Running the same place. That's fine. Alright, so Jackknife needs to get away from this for sure. Need to kill you. Now the nice thing is you're going to take poison. And I can pretty easily get away from the landmine after only a little bit of action points. So I'm going to shoot once. If I get lucky, it's just... I got lucky. I'm going to go ahead and get behind this cover. That seems good enough to me. I think you standing there is safe. We still want to wear you down, but that's going to be very doable. Let's stop you. Yep, camera sees me. I don't care. Turns out it's clearly going to be one episode. Or one mission this episode. Need to hit you at least once. Okay, now you're probably dead. Let me double check the damage. You're taking 125 a turn for 2 turns. Yep, you're dead. Let's get the team pretty clearly out of the landmine. And good. And then let's get Bracket out to safety as well. Ooh, yeah, getting direct line of sight would be bad. So let's kind of hug this wall. Which isn't... It's not great. They could still actually spot me, but I don't have a better place to stand. It's not any better... I guess something like this is maybe the best option. Just kind of hide behind the Cyber Knight. A little bit. Okay, this is like... It's going to block some line of sight, but I'm going to be spottable. Processing sense net data. You're taking poison. Escalation 12 is... Devices. Great. Well, I'm glad we got everyone out. Alright. Don't care about the devices. That's fine. Although I do want to probably walk a little bit farther out. Here's the thing, right? What's the initiative rolls? You're actually going first, and you have ranged weapons, which means by the time you get line of sight on me, I'm probably okay, but let's just be a little extra cautious. I'm going to take 1 action point away. This should make me pretty clearly safe. Oh, also, this is one of the exits. I'm kind of griefing, but I also want the loot box down here, so I'm going to run this way anyway. I'm going to run all this way just for 1 loot box, because that's the kind of person that I am. Even though I could definitely try to get out the other way. It is what it is. Alright, Bubbles. J-Tac somewhere around here seems playable. We'll wait to see what these guys do, but I think we're going to fight from around there. You're on the way up. You managed to not find me. We take those. You're going to follow in those footsteps. Ah, you did find me. Okay, so they're all going to turn alert. You're not in range, though, so I don't really care. Tax force hits the entire team for sure. You're going to hear a bunch of gunfire. I don't care. You guys are in range. Big crits. Big damage. It's looking pretty good. 1 final shot here is not quite a guarantee, but looks good enough. And you can go ahead and just walk forward that way. I can't preserve move points, so I might as well hit that. Here's the last guard who exists. You also found me. You rolled a 19, which is not good enough. And Bracket gets to go have her time. A little bit of shred. Yep. I guess I will pistol. Oops. Guess I will pistol because I can. And if he dies, I believe we won't get escalation. Bubbles can go run mostly across the map. Let's put you... Let's see. Min range is 7, but I want to be at like 5.9 for the guaranteed glancing hit. So let's see. If I'm here, is it good? No. If I'm here, is it good? If I'm here, is it good? That looks okay. There's going to be a lot of... Yeah, it's going to be minus 14 from recoil. But I still get guaranteed glancing hit, which is going to look decent. And it's still 80 to hit. Yeah, we crit for 1,000, so we're chilling. Jackknife can start sprinting across the map. Let's go there and then probably turn south or north or whatever direction is whatever. This map always takes a long time because it's very hard to stealth through the entire map, so it always turns into this, like, yeah, 17 turn long combat level. I'm going to skip past all the announcements. Doesn't matter. Level 14. This guy has died to poison. And it's either you or the hacker, the fastest runner. Bracket is, well, we're all going to go this way so we don't have to deal with more landmines, so off you go. It's nice and calm for a little bit, you know? Isn't that nice? Calm and quiet. Let's put you here. With 1 AP left, I'll reload the pistol in case I need to use that. Whole squad's going to stop right here short of the camera. Cool. All right. Shouldn't be too much more that's scary happening, although there's never guarantees, I suppose. Watch this box has, like, a single file in it, and it's trash. Let's skip the AI announcement. It's reinforcements who are right there. Unfortunate, but they're probably going to run the wrong way. We haven't generated any events on this side of the map, so they're not likely to come down here. We can probably bypass them fully. To help guarantee that, I'm going to make sure I'm hidden from that route. Maximize movement per AP as best I can. Bracket is going to be the runner, double checking that I don't have Scramble. So it's going to be you. Now you kill this camera, and then, let's see, her move speed is 114%. Cybernight's at 108, although she's down an action point, so I'm going to actually have the CK do the primary run. I think that'll work out long term. If I'm wrong, oh well. But nobody should be on this side of the map. Should be fine. We'll bypass them and it'll be no problem. Alright, off you go. Bubbles can hide right there and be fine. But they should be crossing this bridge and not running toward me. Yeah, they're crossing the bridge. We're chilling. There we are. Don't need to use much of anything. Another group in the exact same spot kind of sucks, but they're still not going to be told to go anywhere that we weren't already told to go. So they should still be getting out of my way. Just keep hitting delays. We'll grab our loot. Okay. A V-chip, a blueprint, and some blue cubes. Yeah, this was a relatively low value. It was 2 files, functionally. Unfortunately, Bubbles' initiative is in a weird spot where we can't easily hide from these guys. I'm not sure standing here is safe. So I'm in fact going to do nothing and let the team group up. I would like to get close, but it's definitely a risk. But if I can get my entire squad up to here, we're a tactical surge away from getting out. Although Surge might be another turn out. No, Surge's up next turn. Okay. Then I think we can work it out. I'm going to stand here. I'm going to pre-compute so that I can go first and buff the team. That actually might not matter. Still going to pre-compute, though. I'm clearly going first. Let's go ahead and do some predictions on you guys. Sure, whatever. That's your turn done. For funsies, you can reload. You can also hug this wall. We're far away from footstep noises, so that's going to be fine. Don't throw a tox cloud. That would be very silly. Bracket is going to hug this wall as well, and I do believe my entire team gets out during Tactical Surge. So this shouldn't be a big deal. To be extra careful, I'll kill this camera. You're done. And hopefully everyone keeps running the way I think they're going to be going. Don't want to wake these guys up, so let's go ahead and do delays to start. Off you go. You're there, but that's not a big problem yet. Delay, delay. Off you go. You're actually on a normal patrol. You were not woken by the AI. Yeah, turns out changing the initiative didn't really matter here. It's fine. Didn't get the breakpoints I wanted, but obviously we're going to be able to sneak past these guys and get out. So off you guys go. And we got what we came for, finally. Yeah, pretty confident that if Jackknife makes it, everyone else can make it. I will leave him around in case I have the brainworm. In fact, I might just do it now. Like, hey, look, just without thinking. Yeah, you can't do anything. You're out. Pretty sure I won't have to care, but this helps guarantee it. And just think, after we're gone, she's gonna start trying to shoot her. She's gonna, try to shoot her teammates, and that, it won't go well for them. Just a prank or something. All right. Milieu data block is spiked. The virus is obliterating its nodes and wiping its quantum storage. We're clear, but don't slow down. Managed to make it an hour. If it was a solo CPU spike, this would have been 5 minutes. But it is what it is. They built up a multi-layered defense to try to keep the intruders away from the data block. It didn't do them any good. Bracket levels up. Decent XP here for the squad. We get 0.07. We get a V-chip. We got Dr. Karros' V-chip part 3 and part 1. Okay. That's kind of nice, actually. We'll see if I needed them or not. I think we're getting closer. I don't think I have it yet, though. We have some combat gang memes. That's good. We have a couple things we can mint as a result. Patient dossiers. Look for the highest quality ones we have. Quality means a lot more than level, by the way. So always try to use the best rarities that you have. And then let's see. So Dr. Sevenfold is still at 3. Dr. Karros, I just need part 2. And the only duplicate I have is part 3. So we are almost there. to our first minted special doctor. Also, Vantage Rip, only need part 5. We're almost there to this one. Mina's still far away, but we're almost there. We're almost there. Only sell things that are not used by a set. And let's see, who do we want to give influence to? Dance Hall's still in line. So I'm going to sell basically things that aren't worth influence. Got a bunch of stuff from the sibling breakout mission. Drone samples and drone surveys and whatnot. It's kind of cool. A lot of these Chemco one-shot little pieces. Some med records. Media campaign purchase order. There's some dossiers, a compendium. A lot of money in this 104k. And yeah, these can get sold. A little bit of cash. And then yeah, as soon as we get limit break, I have another 80 influence waiting to be used, which will be a positive. I don't believe anyone else is really in terrible need. I don't care about you. I do care about bumping Troy. So I think I'll sell some of the cheaper ones to Troy, try to get him to upgrade. Put him in line. And I also care about... I don't think I have the ability to feed or anything. The other street splicer, so I can bump that one as well. We can sell our random item blueprints. Great. Do we have any weapons we can sell reliably? I think the answer is no one buys those yet, but I can start selling the epic level 3s to Dusty, get him up to 80. So here's a couple of those. Here's Retribution, Urban Assault I can sell. And then, yeah, he's up to 70. Let's get him to 80. Sell the Twitchblade. We have some accounts, but I believe, yeah, we still can't sell. There's nothing really in line for us yet. So I'm still wanting to sell to my Street Splicer, and yeah, she's not game for any of these. So I know I can actually filter by who buys, and I just didn't do it, but still. Got about 1 million. So the choice is, do I want to bump counter intel to 3, or do I want to is it counter intel 3? I'm already doing barracks here. I do actually need to keep going cold storage, but we're already in the middle of upgrading it, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I need maximum file set size to be 5 before I can even get my doctors on payroll. So we're on the way there. We're building level 5. Got to build level 6 afterwards. It's going to still take some time, but we want that to happen, of course. I could try to push Command HQ to level 4 by putting in power and then going level 3, then going harder and going level 4. They'll give me 4 simultaneous building upgrades. I don't know if I really need that, but it, you know, would let me get another building, you know. But still, I don't think it's a really big deal. Alternative is getting the better cyberdeck. This is still the upgrade that I want to go for. And I'm actually getting pretty close at 1.2 million, so I think I'm like 1 mission away. So that seems kind of decent. I'm going to sell this Street Scout, since I'm not going to run that many sniper rifles. A little bit of money for me. Everything else, I'm okay with what I'm holding on to. Might not need this, but whatever. Weapon mods, just very hard to parse what I do and don't need. 3 max health range for a shotgun's kind of nice, with 10 actually. Holy moly. That is pretty good, actually. That's some pretty good usability. We've got this okay-ish scope. I think it's not as good as what I've already got. Although, actually, let me double check. Let's see, yeah, I'm at 1722 right now, so I can make this better. It would be 1922 without the suppressor, but I can switch the reflex sight out for this guy and get 3 optimal and the same accuracy. So lets me look a little bit nicer here. We're now at 20 of 22, not too bad. As far as blade stuff is concerned, I still have nothing better. As far as this is concerned, I'm still basically capped out. No switches here. Same for the grip. And yeah, this... Well, I guess I have better suppressor here. I have another minus 22. Wait, 25 and minus 22. What's the other one? Yeah, what's correct for me here? I think dropping some more noise off the Urban Assault is better because of the range gap. So if I go here, I'm now quiet. Yeah, I'm allowed at 18 only. And then this can make a slight upgrade and only be loud at 21 with a range of 30. That seems decent. Spend our 2 points in our hacker, by the way. This is already maxed out. This is as good as I want it. I don't seem to need the duration. Packet loss at +1 is fine. Hard shell at +0 is fine. And so I get to learn spoof and start blocking escalations. That is really, really nice. Scapegoat can do pretty much similar. It lets null-op kill ice and not have to worry about tally. You're going to care about your brother at a little bit, but I still got some other jobs to play out first. And that is the training being done. And I guess there's not that much else to bring up, I think. Is this better? Nope, this is still better, so I don't care about the Rust arm suppressor. Still have no other stuff easily for this. Let's see. So I'm currently using the Red Hawk scope, which is 13 accuracy. Strictly superior to those. But I could get less accuracy and get crit. Right, do I want this or not? I think actually yes. I think I want the crit damage. I know I have quite a lot, but I think I want more. Maybe I'm wrong, but I believe this is correct. And then as for you, yeah, I can basically only run one of these. I cannot run ammo increases for revolver, so I have nothing better here. Rip Tech Grip Stop is what I got. I still have no pistol optics, which really sucks. Kind of unfortunate there. You've got really, really good pistol accuracy. This is all as good as it was going to get for that. Take a look at the shotgun options. Yeah, I can basically get more shred or more max range. Don't care too much. As for this grip is concerned, I finally got a better one. So I've got, 6 accuracy, 1 max optimal. I could get 2 max optimal with less accuracy. I could grab these arc recoil things, or we compare and it's like, bam, 10 accuracy, 1 flat max range, 3 max optimal. Get me in there. Gets my shotgun up to optimal of 10, max range of 14. And if I really, really did want to get my optimal to 20, which I can't max with a good grip mod, I could get my max range to 20, which would give me very, very long range stuns. But I think I'm going to take this shred and feel good about it. I do want to find a shotgun with double armor shred on it, so I can put the splinter mag on and feel good about it, but I don't have it yet. The crit damage is kind of nice, though. I'm getting a lot of crit chance thanks to the sniper on the team. It's kind of decent. Either way, though, you're fine with what you got. That's my gear just about sorted. I can sell one of these pistols. I don't ever need 5. I don't think I ever need 3 clubs, but I'm not sure. This is actually sticking around in case I lose one of my snipers. I can replace this sniper rifle, even though it's a lot of money. I don't know if I need 3 revolvers ever, but I'm going to be a little bit risk averse and just kind of stay like this and have what I have. Also, I forgot that... Oh, no, it's fine. Okay. So, yeah, next episode is going to be running this raid, getting to power level 5, and then popping this siege and this convo and getting more and more powerful stuff, hiring the other hacker, getting the extra recruits from that, moving towards Cold Sword 5, hoping to get the better doctor contacts. Puppet Master is up, Co-Conspire is still down. As far as contacts with influence, Dance Hall is still first in line. Bumping programs and cyberdecks with a limit break seems reasonable. Ghoul is on a power play. We'll see if he wants to run anything when it happens. Dusty is next in line. Xeric is right behind that one as well. Has a siege for me, which means she'll get influence soon. And Troy is not far behind either, as I'd like to bump his imported cybernetics to max level. Also getting on a power play would mean we can get a cybernetics power play, which would also be positive. At some point, I will sell stuff to you. You don't buy that many things, though. Milsec accounts is really, really rare. Milsec files, also really, really rare. Gang accounts, not as bad. In fact, let me see if I have any. I might. Nope, these are all part of Chemco, so she will not buy them. Unlisted ones will show up in the filter, but they are not properly sellable. Alrighty. Under an hour and a half, as I had hoped. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.